All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to unpack the science of popularity by looking at Jonah Berger's absolutely game-changing book, Contagious: Why Things Catch On.
I mean, you've got to wonder, right? Why do some things just explode online while others, well, they just fade away? Think about it. A viral video, a meme, even just a rumor at the office. Is it all just random luck? Or is there something more to it? Like a science. You know, a lot of us might think it's all about who has the biggest ad budget. But the real truth? It's way more personal. And honestly, a lot more powerful than that. It really just comes down to word of mouth. So yeah, let's call it the popularity puzzle. We're going to try and piece together the secrets behind why we share what we share.
And really, this is the most fundamental piece of that whole puzzle. Think about it. You don't really listen to ads, do you? No, you listen to your friends, your family, your coworkers. That's what really drives things to go viral.
So, if we're going beyond advertising, what's the real driver here? Well, for that, let's turn to the guy who literally wrote the book on it. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Daniel Gilbert, who wrote the amazing book Stumbling on Happiness, said that Jonah Berger knows more about what makes something go viral than anyone in the world. That's some serious street cred right there.
So who is this Jonah Berger guy? Well, he's a marketing professor over at the Wharton School, and he got completely obsessed with this question. We're talking a whole decade spent digging into the data, analyzing why certain New York Times articles get emailed around like crazy, and what really truly drives word of mouth for products. So this isn't just a bunch of guesswork, it's actual science. Okay, so after all that deep dive research, Berger found something pretty incredible. It turns out, going viral isn't random at all. He boiled it all down to 6 key principles. Basically, a formula for making things contagious.
And here they are, the 6 big ingredients of contagion: social currency, triggers, emotion, public, practical value, and stories. Honestly, you can just think of this as the secret recipe for making an idea stick. So, let's break them down, one by one.
Okay, first up, social currency. It's simple, really. We share things that make us look good. Things that make us look smart or cool or like we're in the know. It's kind of like cash, but for our social status. When you share something amazing, you look amazing by association. Next up, we have triggers. The idea here is top of mind, tip of tongue. It's all about linking your idea to cues in our everyday environment. Remember that Kit Kat and coffee campaign? They brilliantly tied their candy bar to a daily ritual millions of people already had. See, if people are constantly triggered to think about your product, they're way more likely to talk about it.
Third, we've got emotion. And this one's pretty intuitive. When we care, we share. But here's the twist. It's not just any emotion. Berger's research showed it's the high arousal emotions that really get us going. Things like awe, excitement, humor, even anger. Those are the feelings that just ignite our need to pass something on.
All right, on to number 4, public. This one is kind of like monkey see, monkey do. It's all about social proof. When something is built to be seen, it's built to grow. Just think about those iconic white Apple headphones or the yellow Livestrong wristbands. They took a private choice and made it super visible, and that visibility made others want to imitate it.
Number 5 is practical value. This one's huge. We're just hardwired to want to help each other out. So when we find a super useful piece of information, a life hack, a great tip, an amazing deal, we can't wait to share it. It's not just about the info. It's about connecting with people by being helpful.
And last but not least, number 6, stories. Now this one is just brilliant. People don't really share facts and figures. We share stories. A good story is basically a Trojan horse for your idea. Your message gets smuggled inside a narrative that people actually want to listen to and retell.
Okay, so that's the theory. But does this stuff actually work out there in the real world? Oh yeah. Let's look at a couple of wild examples that show these principles in action, from blenders to cheesesteaks. Just look at this number. Over 200 million. What do you think that is? Views for a huge blockbuster movie trailer? A new music video from a global pop star? What could possibly get that much attention?
Nope, that's how many people watched videos about a blender. Yeah, a blender. A company called BlendTech took what is arguably one of the most boring products out there and just asked, will it blend? Then they threw iPhones, golf balls, you name it, into their blenders. It was so surprising and remarkable, people had to share it. That's pure social currency. Okay, check this one out. A high-end steakhouse in Philly wanted to get people talking. So what did they do? They created something absolutely ridiculous. A $100 cheesesteak. I mean, this is social currency in its purest form. Just think about it for a second. Almost nobody is actually buying this thing, but that's not the point. The point is that everybody is talking about it. Just knowing that a $100 cheesesteak exists gives you this amazing, remarkable story to tell your friends, and sharing that story makes you seem interesting and in the know.
So look, this isn't just about big companies with crazy marketing stunts. These 6 principles, they're really a toolkit for making your idea stick, and it's a toolkit that anyone can use.
It doesn't matter if you're trying to boost a small business, get people to notice an important cause, or just get your product or idea to catch on. You can use social currency, triggers, emotion, all of it, to design a message that people will actually want to share. And that's really the biggest takeaway here. Contagiousness isn't some random lightning strike. It's not an accident. It's science. And that means it can actually be engineered. So now you have the formula. You have the 6 key ingredients. The only question left is, what will you make contagious?